Hello everyone. So I was supposed to have an update vlog out last week on October 8th. And in that I was going to mention how September was a busy month for me and I didn't get out as many videos as I planned to. So towards the middle of September I was house sitting for about a week, and then not long after I got back, Guild Wars had a big update. So I wanted to try and get videos prepared for the end of September, early October before I went away, and I think I mentioned this either in the last vlog or on Twitter. Anyway, but before I went away, I ended up getting sick, which kind of messed up my plans to, prep a whole bunch of videos, and I just was focused on getting well before I had to go away house sitting, because I wasn't just like going to the house during the day to check on things, I was staying at that house the entire time to make sure everything was okay. So yeah, I couldn't record then, and then with a big game expansion coming out for Guild Wars, I didn't want to be focused on videos then, or I wanted to be able to just play the expansion. And aside from that, some other things were happening, like there's some game updates for like old school RuneScape, and Duel Links had a big update towards the end of the month, and around that I also had some car issues here and there. So yeah, September was a busy month. But aside from that, I want to mention how on October 9th, the Monday following the update vlog, I wanted to mention how I wanted to, get back to videos starting with the new Demo Dash, and that would be uploaded twice a week alongside Proton until it got to 2 weeks in. Then it would go back to 2 Proton and 1 Demo Dash to finish it off, and that would lead right up into Halloween, which I'd tease something at the end of the vlog. But that vlog didn't happen, as you can probably tell, and I just surmised most of that stuff pretty quickly. So why didn't it happen? Well, last week my storage hard drive died. So just to get some confusion out of the way first, I haven't recorded in a while if you can't tell. So get some confusion out of the way. My computer has 2 drives. It has a solid state drive, which is what most of my programs run off of and most of my vital data was on. And then it had a storage hard disk hard drive. And that's where I had like a whole bunch of bulk things I was storing, as well as like all my old videos, and that's also what I recorded to. So here's what happened. I wanted to get videos ready, but it just wasn't working out. I had to go out for some car stuff that week, and it just kept getting put off because it's been a while since I recorded and I had to get stuff ready. And on Friday, October 6th, it was my birthday, and I ended up not getting videos done in time and just decided, oh whatever, I'll do it over the weekend after my birthday. So on Thursday night, the night before my birthday, I was up working on Proton, doing some of the off-camera stuff, and it was like probably 2 a.m. on, well now Friday morning, when I went to back up the world save after I was done. But how I do the world saves is, I have the world on my solid state drive, I back it up to my storage drive, and then I copy that to the cloud, so it's really safe there. But when I went to back it up on my storage drive, I noticed it was being slow, and I was like, oh, that's not a good sign. So I used a program to check it, and it was coming up as yellow caution instead of the normal green healthy. And I saw one error. I looked up real quick. It didn't seem like a huge problem. So I was like, okay, I need to get to bed because I was doing some stuff with family on my birthday. And yeah, I was like, that can wait for another time. Well, before I went out with family to eat on my birthday, I checked the error again, and it turns out there were some more errors if I scroll down on the list of possible errors that I missed the night before. And I looked into them and like, yeah, this looks like more of a problem. So I kind of messaged some friends to say, hey, could you help me with this? I'm not sure exactly what to do, but I was thinking the hard drive would probably need to be replaced. Well, later that night after I got back from birthday stuff, I did get to chat with Old One, and we discussed it, and yeah, chances were it was going to fail, or likely going to fail. It probably was not going to get better. So it was best to just replace it, and he kind of confirmed my suspicion I should not record on a possibly failing drive. So around that time I also did back up some crucial things, like pretty much I was lucky that I didn't record earlier and that I didn't have any or it wasn't like I had like a few episodes of Proton on there not edited. That's hard to say. It didn't have a whole bunch of raw footage just sitting there. There were a couple things like some stream clips for my Terraria streams and something for my RuneScape channel, but I got those off immediately, and I think all the footage is fine, but I haven't double checked to make sure there's no corruption or no problems with it. But it should be fine. So then later on Friday night, I stayed up looking at hard drives, trying to figure out how I want to replace it, how it works in my budget, etc. And on Saturday, I wasn't able to order the drive right away, but on Sunday, I did sort out, okay, these are the drives I had to replace it. And after I ordered it, they'd show up around Wednesday. well, not wanting to wait fully till Wednesday, I want to try getting the stuff off the storage drive so I could unplug it, because a few of my normal libraries like pictures, music, those sorts of things were on there, and I wasn't sure how the PC would start up without them being present, so I wanted to move them back on my solid state drive and then unplug the hard drive. But as I was doing that, the hard drive went non-responsive. Then when I restarted my computer, it didn't show up, which is not a good sign. So then I just unplugged it because my computer started without the hard drive there. Apparently it could work without the hard drive, or wasn't as dependent as I thought it might be. So yeah, that's kind of where it just sat for a while. And earlier this week, or well, last week now by the time this goes up, I got the new drives, I took out the old one, I plugged in the new ones, and I've been setting up the new ones ever since. And I did try to recover some files from the old one, but so far I've had no luck. I haven't completely given up on it yet, but it's mostly dead. There's a little bit of life, I think, in it still, but it's unlikely I'll be able to recover anything further. So, now to go on to what does that mean for the channel, what did I lose? Well, for the channel, it really isn't that big of a deal. It's just more the fact I need to kind of resituate things, because, as I said, this was the drive where I had all my videos, this is a drive I recorded to, and just where I had a whole bunch of storage in general. For example, a lot of my games were actually installed on that drive and not on my solid state drive. Some were, but not all of them. And actually one I did not realize was on there was Terraria, but don't worry, I do have backups of that world, and it actually saves to documents and not with the game. So I have all the saves for that regardless. Another game that was on there, and I'm not sure if Steam actually backed up, and I don't think I ever made a backup, was Besiege. So that series might not be coming back anytime soon, and I might have to just replay through the stuff, but I haven't reinstalled it yet to see if Steam did cloud save it for me or not. I'm not sure if you had to tell Steam to do that, or if it did it automatically. I don't know, I usually don't mess around with game cloud saving through Steam or such, or usually just back up manually, and that's one case where I didn't. So for video stuff though, it's more of just like, before I had a drive for video. It was actually a partition of the drive, which, in retrospect, probably a stupid thing, but anyway. So, in there, you know, I had like my raw footage and my rendered videos. Yet, now the new drive, it was just completely empty. There was none of that stuff, and I didn't get any of those, like, folders or such off the drive before it went, you know. And it's pretty much, even if I can recover more, it's probably going to be corrupted, or I'm probably only going to get bits and pieces. There's still some things I'm hopeful I might be able to get, but it's unlikely I'm going to get anything of significance off the dead drive now. So, for videos and stuff, I've been trying to like rebuild my folder system, get everything back in place. I think I am good enough to the point now where I can record this anyway. But this is the first thing I'm recording, so if there are any issues or things aren't like they used to be, even if the mic settings are off, bear with me because I'm still trying to readjust everything, and I had to unplug the mic several times to get to my computer and open it up and do things inside with the drive, so that could be why the mic's off. Anyway, so yeah, things should be getting back to normal, and I didn't lose anything too crucial for videos. I think, aside from Besiege, I think all my world saves are good for like all the active series I've been doing, and I think even like the final world saves for all my past series, or at least the notable ones, were backed up as well. But I did lose a lot of things. I lost like a whole bunch of my old Minecraft profiles I had for like loading different mod packs and stuff, which isn't a huge thing, but it means like some of those world saves for certain things or some of the configurations I had might not be easy to just replace if I want to go back to them. Actually, come to think of it, I'm not sure if I had captive or how that is. I probably have a backup of it at the end, but you know, like that's something I might need to reset up because its profile is probably in the old profile section. Some of the other mod packs I played, none of mine, but like other people's mod packs, like all my downloaded maps and downloaded resource packs, they were all on there. And the big thing that kind of is annoying, I did keep copies of all the videos I upload to YouTube, like not the raw footage, but after I rendered it, I kept a copy of all those videos. Actually, the last time, or all of them but the ones I had on an external hard drive that also failed. That was way back when I first started though, like, so most of the stuff I think I had copies of the videos. And all those are gone probably. Or at least I am very unlikely I'm going to get it back because that's like terabytes of data and I doubt I'm going to get terabytes off the old drive, if anything. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. It doesn't really mean anything bad for the channel, because they are all on YouTube, and I could download them from YouTube, but if I want to do something like highlights of a series, I no longer have the original renders of those videos, so I'd have to download them from YouTube, deal with the YouTube compression from there, you know, then render them again, and then have them upload to YouTube again and recompress them, so it would really hurt the quality. But aside from making like a highlight video, I can't think of anything I'd really need them for, and I have so far not really done highlight videos, so that was kind of unlikely anyway. So yeah, pretty much what I wanted to mention is, well, one, in the previous vlog I wanted to mention how I was busy in September, or how that stuff went, and why there weren't videos for a while, and then I want to mention that it's probably going to be a little bit, I don't know, shaky. It's still readjusting to the new drive. There's a bunch of things I need to test and, you know, set back up, make sure everything's still good with, etc. And I'm aiming that starting tomorrow. I actually don't know the date right now because I'm recording it. It's actually on Friday the 13th. But, yeah, so this is Sunday the 15th when this goes up. On Monday the 16th, I want to actually go back to the plan of uploading again, kind of just like before. So the idea is I will have Demo Dash and Proton, and I will want to do the thing where on Monday and Friday it's going to be Demo Dash, then on Wednesday it's Proton. And the problem though is, because originally I wanted it to end before Halloween and it worked out perfectly. Well, now it won't because I lost a week and it needs that week in there. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'm probably still going to have the thing on Halloween, just because fitting, or around Halloween anyway. You get what I mean. Anyway, so just to clarify a bit more on other things I did want to touch on, Demo Dash. So the reason that has been missing for a while is I was kind of out of ideas. It's just I've done so many Demo Dashes now, and it just was hard to think of a good goal to do in a Demo Dash that I haven't already done before in some way, or that would be kind of expectable. You know, what happens with it tends to be kind of RNG based, like I either get it right away or I don't get it at all. But I think I found some goals that I actually want to do and challenges to go with them, as Season 3 has been doing. So the idea is I want to do 2 more Demo Dashes, 14 and 15, to end off Season 3. And that will bring it so an average of 5 Demo Dashes each season. The first had 6, the second had 5, and the third will have 4. So it will end on 15 though, which will be a nice number for now. In the future, I might do more Demo Dashes. I had an idea for a possible Season 4 being either like more recent modded versions or possibly even 1.8. But the thing is, it's the big problem with Demo Dash is getting the timer mod updated, because without the timer on screen, it kind of loses what made the series the series. Like, I could add one in editing, but it just wouldn't be the same. And I also did consider like a Demo Dash Retro, going back to really old versions, but it still has the issue of the timer wouldn't be there. So I'm not sure what I'll do for future Demo Dash seasons, but I at least want to do Demo Dash 14, I think will be, you know, soon, and then Demo Dash 15 sometime, either later this year or early next year, depends on when it gets scheduled in, and that'll end off Season 3. And yes, Proton will be back, and no, that series has kind of been hit and miss. I have not been very consistent with it, or it's been one of my least consistent series in a while. So sorry about that, but I do want to get back and kind of finish that off. And yeah, but like I mentioned, I did want to end the last update vlog, or my first play an update vlog before the hard drive failure, with a teaser, and that's what I'm going to end this one with as well. Words. Words are not working well for me today. So, yeah, here's what I have planned for Halloween, and hopefully enjoy it. Until next time, goodbye.